Okay, my name is Triple N I and I have something somewhat interesting to show you today. Well, it's more of a flex. Dimin kind of bullied me into learning how to code. Bullied is an overstatement, to be honest. So I've been working on this thing called Dynamic Element Matching Digital to Analog Converter. It's a mouthful, but we just call it DEMDAC, DEMDAC. So I did a little bit of coding today. I took inspiration from something I worked on almost 3 years back. I was able to set up a menu system in Arduino that took in a character or a set of characters from the serial monitor and implemented stuff based on certain commands. So what I have set up here is basically you send a code between 1 and 8, well 0 and 8 to the serial monitor to the Raspberry Pi Pico. One of the cores does the serial stuff, and depending on the input code, it writes a set of 256 randomized values to a buffer which PIO reads through DMA, and it's outputted to the resistor DAC. This is not exactly a DAC, but to the string of resistors. So I have it at 0 right now. So if I send it 0, you basically don't see any changes in the level on the scope. But if I send a 1, the level jumps up. Here's a 2, here's a 3, here's a 4, here's a 5, here's a 6, here's a 7, and here's an 8. So if I try to send it anything else, it just says unrecognized command. And if I send it a bunch of numbers, it just implements the code on the last digit, which is not optimal. I should probably do something about that. But I do have a digital to analog converter with changing values. The interesting thing is, since there is a random number generator, which Skatasim wrote, by the way, to generate the numbers in the buffer. So if I input the same code multiple times, you can probably see small changes in the waveform on the scope. This is because the buffer is of a limited number and it loops through the buffer, so you get the same set of random values again and again. Something which I should probably fix, but I don't have enough expertise to, so I know where to go. For now, I just wanted to flex about the fact that I was able to get this thing working. I do have an operational amplifier soldered to my test piece. This isn't exactly a PCB, to my test board, which should act as a transconductance amplifier and convert the current input to a voltage. What I'm probing right now is the summing junction, although the operational amplifier is not powered. So hopefully it should generate a voltage based on whatever code you put in. Of course, this topology, dynamic element matching, doesn't exactly have the highest resolution, or at least I've not found a solution that has high enough resolution. So I'm limited to 8 resistors, each of it which represents one code. So there's 8 codes, and that makes this 2 times 2 times 2. 3-bit DAC, which is not very useful. But it's a start. It should help prove the dynamic element matching topology, and if it can really overcome resistor mismatches at this level. So yeah, I just wanted to flex that I got something working, and what better way to do it than to put up a video on my second channel.